This is our first full day for the seminar. When you're done getting ready for the day, put your bags outside your door. Hopefully you can get that done by 7 o'clock. Then come on down for a good Israel breakfast. It'll be a breakfast like this we'll have every morning while you're here in Israel. The bus leaves at 8 o'clock sharp. Now, let me give you a little bit of instructions on what to do if for some reason you're not able to make the bus. We understand things can happen. You can feel sick or have certain other problems. So please let us know that you'll be missing part of the tour. And we will leave instructions at the desk. Now, you got several options here. If we're coming back to the same hotel that night, you can just simply stay there and rest up. Or if you get to feeling better during the day, go to the front desk. We have left our phone number. You can call a taxi, and the taxi can call us and find out exactly where we are, and you can catch up. If we're not going back to the same hotel, then you can get a taxi to where we are staying. So the point here is don't worry. We want to make sure that you don't over-push yourself. As we go down the mountain, heading towards the coast, we'll be passing the airport off to the right. Now, when you arrived at the airport, you actually had already visited your first biblical site. That is the site of Lydda. When Peter was going through this area preaching the gospel, he came to Lydda, and there he healed a man. But at that same time, Dorcas died at Joppa, and they came to Lydda to get Peter. Now, as we head towards the coast, you'll see Joppa off to your left. The city of Tel Aviv was built around the seaport of Joppa. We won't be visiting there today. We reserved that for our last day, and you will enjoy our time there. Once we get to the coast, we'll turn north and go up to Caesarea on the sea. A lot of biblical things happen here. After Herod had killed James and tried to kill Peter, he came to Caesarea, where he gave a speech and died soon afterwards. Philip, after he was with the Ethiopian eunuch, came up the coast and settled here in Caesarea. Cornelius lived here when he sent for Peter to come and preach the gospel. But we mainly remember Paul, who, when he went to Jerusalem, had to do port here at Caesarea, stayed with Philip for a while, and then he was brought back to Caesarea by the guards and was put on trial here. And this is where he left to go to Rome. Many things happen here. It's a wonderful sight. After we leave here, we will go up to a place called Megiddo. At Megiddo, we'll introduce you to the concept of a tell. Back in biblical times, they would want to build a city on top of a hill, if at all possible. So when they built the city, and when it was destroyed, the people that came next built a city on top of that. When it was destroyed, they built it on top of that. So it kept getting higher and higher and higher, making it more desirable for the next city. Megiddo has over 20 cities that have been built on that site. It's a wonderful sight, and you will thoroughly enjoy being here. But up on top, you will see Mount Carmel, and it's a wonderful view of that, hoping that the day is clear. You also see Shudam, and we will tell the Shudamite woman, which involves both Shudam and Mount Carmel. After we're done there, we will go on to Nazareth. Now, Nazareth, we'll see several things, and we can't give you the order that we'll do it because it's all determined on the time of day, the traffic, and all that's involved. But among the things we'll see is we'll see Nazareth Village. This is a highlight. People always enjoy this. The people there have taken a piece of land and they have reconstructed what they think the original Nazareth would have looked like. But the main thing there is that they give instructions on many of the customs and the habits of biblical times. And you'll enjoy participating, seeing it, listening to it. It is a good time. We'll also go downtown to the Church of the Annunciation. This church is actually built on the original village of Nazareth. So you can see how small the original village was. We'll have an opportunity to go down in the basement and actually see some of the ruins of that original village. Then we'll go up to Mount Precipice. This is where they were taking Jesus to throw him off and stone him. And we'll be seeing that site and telling some of our stories there. From here, we actually can see many biblical sites, including Jezreel Valley, which is also called Armageddon. From Nazareth, we'll go on down the other side of the mountain, down to Cana, where Jesus turned the water to wine. After that, we'll head towards the Sea of Galilee. And this will be your first time seeing the Sea of Galilee. We'll be staying there the night, actually be staying here several nights. So I can now say to you, I'll see you at the Sea of Galilee.